card. Okay. So finally it is restarted and we cannot give any username by because of it's already administrator is there. So server works with the administrator, compulsory administrator only. Okay. And you want to create a user, then once it is completed, then we can able to do it. Okay. So I given a password. Okay. Then it is okay. Then automatically profile will be set. So click on finish. Okay. But here is a problem because of what is the problem? You should put a alt control delete, right? But server is running in virtual machine VMware. It is running in VMware workstation. Remember, guys, VMware workstation signals are different, and VirtualBox is different, and Hyper-V is different. Okay, for VMware workstation, you should not give alt control delete. Alt control delete for a physical machine, not virtual machines. Okay, so in a virtual machine, alt control insert VMware workstation, virtual machine, alt control insert. Alt control insert. Figure it out where is insert first, and I put alt control insert. In my laptop, insert is in red color. It means I have to press the function key also. Okay, so alt control insert. So give the thing. So let it create their profile and their services. It will take times. Don't worry. Yeah, I got a screen. Okay, I got a screen. So this is a two taskbar. Can you see that one like that? Okay. It is look like a Windows 10 only. It is look like a Windows 10 only. Okay. And I should wait for open one server manager. Server manager will open automatically. So and then I will show you how to open server manager also. The basic settings we will see today, and Monday I will show you what to do with the servers. Okay. So meanwhile, I will give you one small exercise for you. What happened here? Something. Yeah, server manager is opening. Let it open. What to do before you coming to class on Monday? Check IP address. What is IP address? IPv4, mainly IPv4. Check the IPv4 part. Classes. Okay, classes. Check it. Subnet mask. Okay, subnet mask. You can check it. Okay, what are the subnet masks for each classes? And make sure like these two IP address can communicate each other or not, like that. Okay, so that one. Okay, so using subnet mask, which class it is, and both are communicate or not. Like first classes I told no. If you take two IP address, both are should be communicated, means both should be in a same network address, right? So that parts also just verify from your notes. Okay. Important thing is classes and subnet mask is you can go through once. Okay. And network addresses, check it. That is the important. Okay. And check the pinging and all kind of stuff also. You know already pinging, but check the pinging once. Okay. Guys, we have a server installation. So if you want to install VMware tools, also you can install the VMware tools. So then you will get a full screen model. Okay. Install VMware tools. And server practicals are we don't do all the parts of practical into one PC. We do something here, we'll go to the client, and we'll come back here. So that is the thing. Okay. Okay, whether it is connector or not, it is not showing on screen, so I have to go to this PC. This is VMware tools only 136 MB. Now it is happened. Like click it, run, setup 64. It will run. You know how to install that one also. Okay. Next, typical or complete, anything, no problem. You can use typical or a complete. Okay. Custom also no problem. Custom means you have to add or remove which one you don't want, like that. Okay. So then I can copy files and let it install. Meanwhile, I pause the recording. Okay. Okay. Now completed. Click on finish. It is asking for restart. Yes, I want to restart. Otherwise, it won't work. Let it restart. Okay. Now it is coming back again. So what to do? Alt Control Insert, because it's working in a VMware administration. Okay. VMware workstation, right? So Alt Control Insert. Practice that one. Alt Control Insert. Locate in your keyboard where is the insert button. Okay, you must familiar with that one. Okay, so just wait here. The server manager will open. Okay, now server manager is open. It's opening. Meanwhile, I will tell a small part about the server manager. Okay, so you have a server, and this is my server manager. This is server manager, and this is the server. Okay, server is an operating system, right? So server is an operating system. Okay, so I install Windows Server 2016. I install, right? Data center I install. Okay, so 2016 server I install. But what is this server manager? Okay, what is this server manager? You want to install any roles or anything? Okay, so this is I put a heading like this, server manager. You want to do something in this for PC, like you want to install certain roles, or you want to maintain this server, you want to add something, you want to maintain storage related one, or service related one, or you once you install a particular service, the related things you want to manage for this server. Okay, so you can manage. The server name is S1. Okay, so just for example, this is a server, S1 is a server. You want to maintain this S1, you can use server manager. You want to install roles or features and the role related things, everything is a central point. It's a central point. That is the main purpose of server manager. But in your organization, you have several servers are there. Multiple servers are there in your network. Okay, so to maintain those servers, you must go to each and every server, right? Each and every server, you have to go to this server and open the server manager and start working on it. You have to go to this server, open the server manager. You have to go to this server, open the server manager, install some services, working on it, right? So, but not required. This is a server. This is a server. For example, this is S2, this is S3, this is S4. These servers are there. For example, all the servers are in the same office. No problem. You can go to any server. You can open the server manager. You can work on it. But this server is in India. Okay. This server is also in India. India means This server is in Pune. This server is in Hyderabad. Okay, and this server in New Jersey, and this server is in something Florida or California. So something which is easy, we can put it. Okay, maybe Florida one server is there. It means, of course, to maintain this server, you have to travel from Pune to Hyderabad. Okay, but to maintain this server, you have to travel from Hyderabad to New Jersey. Difficult, right? You have to buy a ticket and go to New Jersey, check the server, come back. And you, again, there is a issue is there. Then maybe instead of California, better give Australia something. Okay, some Australia related one. So New Jersey to Australia, you have to travel. Okay, so what will happen? Different physical servers you want to maintenance, or maybe you have to do something. You have to go for locations, right? Or you can use a network through a global network. You can connect it. Okay, you can connect it to the global network also. You can take the servers remote desktop. Servers remote desktop. You have to connect it to the servers remote this desktop, and you can access from here, and you can use it. Also, you can connect to this desktop. You can connect it to this desktop, and you can use it. This is also very good. Okay, so instead of traveling, remote desktops are become more easy, right? So you can sit on your desktop, connect it to which server you want to go for it. One by one server, you can able to connect it. I want to see the monitoring of different servers at a time. I want to deploy some services, how it is look like. I want to monitor. I want to monitor everything in one single screen only. I don't want different remote desktops. I want only one single screen, and I want to maintain all these servers from one single screen only. Then our server manager also do that work. In this server manager, we have to add already local server is S1, and add server number 2, server 3, server 4. Then what happens? So whenever you want which server you want it, you can click it and do it. I want to install some roles here. I can install role from here only. I want to install some roles here. I can roll from here only. For example, these three, I want to install some role. At a time, I want to install these three things. I can install that one also. It means one single screen, one single server manager, I can maintain multiple servers. Organization wise, I can maintain. Group wise, I can create a group servers. We can create like these 4 belongs to one group, another 4 belongs to another group. Like that, we can maintain it. Next, as I said earlier, you can go to each and every server and open the server manager and open, right? So like, but I install a server, for example, S2 server is a server core, means no GUI. GUI is not there. Then I don't have a server manager. If you have a GUI screen, you will get a server manager. So if you don't have a GUI, you cannot get a server manager. Still, you can connect this server to my server manager. From here, I can connect it to server 2. Okay. From server 2, I will connect to this one, and I will manage this server from here only. So that is the main advantage of using server manager. But recently, Microsoft launched one tool that is called what happened to this one? Windows. Oh, Windows Server Administration tool is there. That is administration tool. Okay, so one of the thing is RSAT. Okay, RSAT is there, of course. That is a remote server. RSAT is a remote server administration tool. Literally, it is not here. 1, 2, 3. This is waste. It's This is Windows Admin Center. Okay, I got it. Okay, Windows Admin Center. Okay, this tool is launched recently. At the time of 2019 only it is launched. Okay, yeah. So what is this RSAT tool? You know what is this RSAT tool? For example, if you want to manage the server, you have to go to server room, right? You have to go to server room, but server room is very delicate, so you should not go inside a server room. Once setup is completed, that's it. So physical access of server is not at all allowed. Physical access of server is not allowed. If you cannot able to access server, how can you manage the server? That is a different. So if you have a your regular machine like a Windows 10 or a Windows 8, so I have a Windows 10 PCs there. Okay, so I have a Windows 10 PC. Okay, there is a terminology for this one also. This is also connected network. Okay, this is my Windows 10 PC. In the Windows 10 PC, I install a RSAT tool. Install a RSAT tool. RSAT, remote server administration tool. Okay, once I install, then I will connect through this one to my server. Okay, once I connected, same server manager what it is there, it will replicate it here. This RSAT tool is nothing but a server manager in your Windows 10. Windows 10 is a client PC, or we can say workstation PCs only, not server PCs, right? Server manager won't be there by default in Windows 10, but we can get the server manager by installing RSAT tool. Like already where is my this one? So I can download it. I can download it. So once I download, then I can manage. This is the packages. Okay, 64-bit, 32-bit like that. So once I download and install it, so I can manage my servers through server manager. The server manager in Windows 10 is remote server administrative tool. Next one is admin center. This admin center is different. Admin center is different. Like here, where is this? Here, you required a PC, and you have to. The PC means compulsory Windows operating system must be there. First of all, Windows 8 or Windows 7 or Windows 10 is required. Okay, compulsory Windows PC is required, and compulsory for authentication, it should be in a administration part is required, like a Active Directory should be there. Okay, user control should be there. Your PC should be authenticated and user account should be authenticated, right? And you have to install the package. Okay, and you cannot do same thing with some random PC. Like I have a Ubuntu PC is there, or maybe I have a my work from home PC is there, like my personal PC is there. So I cannot connect it to my corporate network, right? So I cannot use this one. I cannot install this one. So I have limitations of using this one. So another solution made up, that is Windows Admin Center. What is this Windows Admin Center? Again, I have a PC. So whatever the PC it is, either Windows 10, 7 or a Linux, whatever I have a PC. Now I install Windows Admin Center. I install Windows Admin Center application. It's just a package. So I install Windows Admin Center in my server. I install a Windows Admin Center in my server. I installed it. Okay, I installed it. Once I install it, this server having IP address, right? Okay, so I will go to a web browser in my PC, which is connected in a network, same network or different network or anywhere in the world. So I open my web browser and I use this domain name or IP address. URL is there, no? URL. I put a URL, HTTPS or HTTPS / this IP address or domain name. I'll give here, and then it is asked for username and password. Here already admin right user passwords are there. So give the username, administrator and password. Okay, give it and you open it. And in that browser, you can add the users or services whatever you want it. So you want to administrate a server, you go to the server, use a server manager, or you can use RSAT tool to administrate it, or you can use by installing WAC, means Windows Admin Center, and then you can use the browser to administrate the server. And you don't require, your machine not required in the same part, like a same Active Directory control is not required here. Anywhere you can able to access it. Anywhere means there is a public private communication is there now. Your server is in public, you can access your server from anywhere. Through Internet Center also you can able to access that. The flexibility will be there. Okay, this is Admin Center. You can download Administrative Center and then you can use it. So this is they are trying to explain how to do all this kind of stuff. Okay, advantages and disadvantages. So you can use it. Okay. Just if you are interested, just go through this one document. Video also there, so you can go for it. Okay, it's not compulsory to download, but if you do it, it's a little bit fun. That's it. Okay. Okay. Fun is important, right? This is also you can download whatever you already want to download. This one you can download, no problem. You can download. Second link is belongs to RSAT, and that link is this one. I'm downloading. I don't need to download everything, right? So this is 2016. I'm downloading this one. 2016. This is for 2019, I think so. This is 2016. Try download. If you want to download everything, also you can download, but it is ask for permission. Again, it will ask the question, do you want to download? Like that. Next. That's it. You will get download. You have to wait a second. Otherwise, you have to click download manually type. These are all popular free downloads only. Power by desktop also there. See. This is Admin Center. You want to download, then download a Windows Admin Center also. Okay. So this is Windows Admin Center .msi package. Continue, and you should give all these things. Okay. If you don't want, you don't have a Microsoft website and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, you don't require a Microsoft account also. Just work email means any email it will work. Any email it will work. Okay, so I don't want to give because already I have, but always pre-installation steps, read it. Okay, guys. So that is about administrating server. So we have a less time, so maximum we have 10 minutes to disconnect. Okay, once it is pop up, then I will show you. So this is a server manager. This is a dashboard. It is a dashboard. Whatever you want for starting people or get confused with dealing with the server manager. Okay, so then you can go through like this. You can use it. So you can go to what's new, learn more, like this, quick start. You can go for it. Okay, this is a roles. What are the roles are installed? And if you see it is a red in color, it means there is an issue in the belongs to it. Event and service management. There is issue is there. So immediately you can go through that one and resolve the issues. For example, event manager, something event is a critical, task scheduler, something issue is there. So you have to find it and solve it. Okay, and this is also service related. Okay, download maps manager, maps broker stopped. So you have to start it or whatever you want it. Okay, like a BPA result, performance of server. Okay, lot of services are running, so you have to verify the services. Next one is local server. In the local server, you can see computer name, work group, firewall, remote management. You want to manage this server with RSAT, then remote management should be enabled. If you don't want, disable it. You want to access server using remote desktop, then you should enable this one. NIC teaming means multiple NICs are there. Then we can combine the multiple NICs to make a very big bandwidth request. I will explain that one. Okay. IP address. How if you want to give IP address and all, this is the option. Okay. You want to install updates and all, so you can do it. Otherwise, you can stop updates also. Okay. Install automatically using Windows Update. Just if you click it, you don't require any updates here, so we can stop the updates also. Okay. Advanced options. Okay, you can get like this, define future updates like this. You can do it, but best one is go to services and stop the updates. Actually, you know, services.msc in Windows 10, same thing only. Go to the services.msc, find out where is Windows update. Okay, we have 10 minutes to disconnect. Okay, it is running, manually trigger. Once time up, then it will trigger. So go to the disable and stop it. Okay, we don't want any updates. Anyway, no problem, because of we are not connected to VMnet 0, right? We are not connected to VMnet 0. So usually it won't get update. If you are connected to internet, then only it will get update. Otherwise, no update. Real-time protection, Windows Defender is working, and diagnostics and IE enhanced security configuration. Okay, and then time zone and product ID is not activated. What is not activated? Why? Because we are using evolution version. We are using evolution version. Next, I installed in 2016 data center evolution. Evolution means it's a 180 days trial version is there. So 180 days. So actually it should show here. It is not showing here. Okay. Actually it is a 180 days license is there. So we can go through it and we can manage it also. Sorry. Okay. And hardware is VMware 7.1. It is showing like that. RAM is 2 GB, hard disk is 60 GB, i5 2.6 gigahertz, like it is showing. Okay, this is local server. And event management, can you see these are the events are generated, services. Okay, best practice analyzers, performance, roles and features installation, their related events. Okay, if you want to change anything, you can change it also. And this is a refresher button. If you change anything, just click on the refresh and it will refresh and it will show. The change will update on your screen. If it is not it should be come automatically. If it is not come, refresh it. If you don't refresh it, it will take at least 10 minutes to refresh next time. Like once it is refreshed, every 10 minutes automatically it will refresh. That is this one. Manage server properties. You can see specify the server data refresh period is in minutes 10. You want to refresh for every 1 minute, then put it 1 minute. You want 2 minutes, 2 minutes. 120, 2 hours. Like that we can change it. Next, oh sorry. If you don't want, you can uncheck it. Okay, automatically every 10 minutes it refresh. If you want to wait, you can wait it. Otherwise, click on the refresh button. Do not start server manager automatically at logon. So whenever I log out and log in, or maybe I restart my server, automatically server manager is open. I don't like it, then select it. I don't want server manager should open automatically. So select this one. Okay, I want server manager. Again, I have to search for server manager guys. So you can keep it like that. Okay, or cancel it. Yeah, if, for example, you are accidentally closed the server manager. You know, so usually some people get irritated why it is open and immediately close it, and they don't know what to do. So there is a lot of options. You can type server manager here, or you can click on the start button. You can see server manager. What to do? Right click. Okay, more into taskbar. Into taskbar. Now what happened? It is in taskbar only. So very simple. We can open it. Otherwise, we can open from there. Like you like it to open from here, you can open it from here, or you can open like this also. Okay. Okay. So every time if you close and open, also it is become refresh. Local server. This is all servers. This is single server is there. Our local server only. If you are adding more servers, you can we can see like this. Okay, add server, create a server group. Using that one, you can add more servers. If you have a server more, you can add server 1, server 2, server 3 like that. Next is file and storage. By default, when you are install a server, automatically this role is get installed. Like you can manage the disk, the basic things, you can do it. Okay. Also, there is something few. Also, you can manage using tools, disk management, disk cleanup. Okay, this kind of computer management. Okay, print management. Okay, services, the system configurations, firewall, this kind of stuff, server backup, this kind of stuff also there in tools. You can use that one also. And can you see this is GPT partition 60 GB and its bus type is SAS. And what are the volumes are created also you can see in a downside. So C drive is there. Okay, and this question mark means it's the reserved partition is there, no, that one. Okay, server pool is empty because we didn't create any server pool. And I'm going to dashboard. So when you do with the server manager, always click a local server, wait, and then you have to do something like you have to check what is there, add roles and features, remove roles and features, and then also verify this one. When you install a role or a feature, the related tools comes under tools only. Okay, because we don't have a time, I'm not showing that one. Okay, these are people who want to see in a big letters. Okay, see, some people cannot see small letters, so then one they can read. Some people cannot see big letters, so they will go to the small letters. Already they have a spectacles, then no problem. Okay, some are cannot able to see. This is visible for you, it is very good. This is help, and you want to go to what is about a server manager, server forms, tech center, marketplaces, like you can go for helps and you can know about the server manager more. Okay, last one I want to tell, change the computer name. What is my virtual machine name? W16-S1, right? So I'm going to put the same name, just very simple. Local server, computer name, this is the computer name showing. We cannot remember this name. Compulsory change your computer name. After changing, compulsory restart. Okay, so I'm changing my name W16. Smaller cap letter, anything, no problem. Okay, yes. Okay, same name because I can able to remember properly. No need to change here, no need to change anything. First change the computer name. Okay, once installation completed, you have to verify everything because it's new to you. Then go to W16-S1, click OK, because I put a name like that. If you put whatever it is, like a server 1, server 2, okay, so name, okay, don't go to description, say just server. Okay, you know how to change it, server name. Okay, then it's asking for restart, click on restart now. Okay, or you can, it is finished means you don't need to do anything, then you can put a restart later and shut down your server. Okay, so I will shut it down later. Okay, so guys, we have a 2 minutes to disconnect and complete. Today is completed. Tomorrow again 10 o'clock, 10:15. Okay, 10 maximum 10 o'clock. Okay, 10. If it is late, 10 to 10:15 like that. If you don't want tomorrow class also, please tell me now. Okay, by evening tell me. So tomorrow if you don't want, put it in a message in a group only. Okay, so that is important. And also I got a meeting today 5 to 6 o'clock. I have to send all these things. Okay, so tomorrow the pending topics of Windows 10 are solving the problem of a server. Today install server and complete the Windows 10 all practicals. One practical is pending only. Okay, so what you do, complete all Windows 10 practicals and install a Windows server. And if you got a problem, tomorrow we are going to sit and solve the problems one by one. Okay, so it is restarted. Now we are about to disconnect, guys. Okay, once it is restarted, verify whether name is changed or not, shut down the work machine. If you got any problem, you are facing the problem, tomorrow we'll sit and solve the problem. Okay. Don't feel shy to ask. Okay, okay, okay. Anyway, it is come and meanwhile it will disconnect, guys. Tomorrow 10, 10:15. Okay, get ready.